Hi, everybody out there. This is Parshas Ki Tavo. This coming Saturday night, we're going to be saying Slichot. Let me give you some background for this Dvar Torah. When we come into Eretz Yisrael, and that's what the Parsha begins, Ki Tavo La'aretz, when we come into Eretz Yisrael and settle Eretz Yisrael, there's a 7-year agricultural cycle. Now, the 7th year, we let the land rest. But in years 1 and 2, and in 4 and 5, we are to take what's called Meiser Sheni, after we give the Kohen and the Levi their tithing, their gifts of our agricultural bounty. We go to Yerushalayim with our family, with our food, and we party in Yerushalayim. In years 3 and 6 of the 7-year cycle, we're supposed to set aside what's called Meiser Ani. Instead of going to Yerushalayim, you allocate a 10th to the poor, to the Ger, to the Yatam, to the Levi. So Rab Saratskin in the Aznaim LaTorah asked a very simple question I never thought about before. So let me understand this. In the 7-year cycle, 4 of those years, I'm supposed to take my bounty of agricultural crops and party in Yerushalayim, and only 2 out of those 7 years, I focus on giving out that bounty, that ma'aser, that tithing, to the poor. What is going on over here? Are you telling me that my own spiritual well-being or my own physical well-being is greater than that of the poor person? Doesn't seem to make sense. So he offers the following insight. And he says, what is the purpose of going to Yerushalayim to eat our Meiser Sheni, the 1st, the 2nd, the 4th, and 5th year? The answer is found in Parshas Re'eh in chapter 12, verse 23. That when we go to Yerushalayim, we go to God's house, we go to the holy city, we're going to be inspired. Our spiritual batteries will be recharged. Our Yirat Shemayim will grow. Matter of fact, there's a Tosfot, and I believe it's in Baba Metzia, and the Tosfot says there, it's in Baba Batra 21a, called Ki Mitzion. And Baba says, what is it going about? What happens? You go to Yerushalayim and all of a sudden you're inspired? What is there so particular about Yerushalayim that's going to inspire a person? He says, when we go to the Beit HaMikdash and we see the Kohanim and Leviim, the priests and Levites, in their service to God in the Mikdash, in the sanctuary, it's going to blow us away. It's going to inspire us to want to be better Jews and to be closer to Hashem. So he suggests the following. He says, that's precisely what we need. And if we do that properly, and we gain that Yirat Shemayim, that awareness of God, automatically, those that are in need, we're going to take care of them. We're going to worry about the Ger and the Yatam and the Almana. We'll worry about the widow and the stranger and the Levite. We're going to worry about those. Why? Because we want to be better Jews, and we know that one of the main pillars of Judaism is tzedakah. Right? It's a major idea. The Gemara tells us in Ketuvos that if a person turns away from an opportunity of tzedakah, it's like worshiping Avodah Zarah, like worshiping idols. So what I don't have a good answer to you is, why is it only twice a year? So why don't we do it 6 times? And we'll go to Yerushalayim and automatically we'll take care of the poor. So perhaps maybe year 3 and 6, and again, it's because God told us to do it. Maybe it's to get on point, to really check in, to make sure we're maximizing our giving to those that are in need. Tzedakah is a very, very important, essential part as we get ready for Rosh Hashanah. Tzedakah tatzal mimaves. Tzedakah has great powers that we ask Hashem to give us a great decree as we go into Slichot Saturday night. We're looking for inspiration. I've been fortunate enough to join a friend of mine who goes to the Sephardi Slichot, and I decided to go. I'm not Sephardi, and I'm getting up extra early. I'm getting up at 4 o'clock, and I go to the prayers at 5, and I've been inspired because I want to be inspired to feel closer to Hashem as I get ready, as I finish off the year, hopefully strong. But as we go into the new year, I want to be inspired. I want to be the better Jew, and that's ultimately what we need to do. So let's look for opportunities. As the Torah mandates, you have an opportunity. Go to Yerushalayim once a year, right? Go as often as you can, but we're commanded at least 4 out of the 7 years, we got to go to Yerushalayim. You got to get your spiritual batteries recharge. Let's look for opportunities where we can recharge our spiritual batteries. Shabbat Shalom, and if you like what you hear, please pass it on.